We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Dallas Cowboys. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Shake them under the brown.
Set, ready, put the flag. Mike 45. No chance.
Shit.
Here's Ronald
Oh,
Jones,
man, I run right by that
USC
motherfucker.
man. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7
Shit.
past the 30 to the 32.
I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback. And no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
There you go, goddamn. Come through there.
He is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down.
We need one. We need one. Oh, screen! He ain't fast enough. He ain't fast enough. I got to do some damn recruiting, man.
It's an Eagles first down on a game
Fuck.
11.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them. The screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen.
Oh, no! How did it happen?
Now a throw for the All-Pro.
Oh, my God.
Complete. And able to rip
What
off
the
a
fuck is going on right there?
Before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now a first down carry by Jones.
What the hell was that?
So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense.
Gotta wake up again.
You're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Looking to throw on 2nd down.
Yeah!
And a big loss here as he's
there we go.
Down.
Go get him.
Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
Man, I need some goddamn speed. Hell.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
6 DBs.
Looking to throw. Fields. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And
what they
will
doing?
set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Kelsey, the intended
What
receiver
doing?
there. Time will tell if that's an interception that
What
rattles the rookie here. First drive on the road.
And you know the discussion going into the game centered on, okay, let's get out nice and easy, take care of the football, we're on the road. You're a youngster, let's not make mistakes early. But now the conversation will shift to, okay, put it behind you, move on. Long way to go on this one.
He'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
Oh, my.
Now Goff on first down. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
That last catch short the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Get up in there. God damn it. God damn it.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down
inside
the 20.
That shit horrible.
That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
6 points.
If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
Tanisha
And you also have
Shante.
to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Once again, they run with Breida on first down. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one maybe was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
No. Off.
This is Breida. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Matt Breida with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They go back to the air here after the INT.
Man, what in the fuck is going on, man? God damn.
And all the way down to the 26. A big play there.
Dude, snagging these hoes out there.
49 yards.
I know we love our jobs,
Damn.
and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty,
I
you know,
stick that
excited
bad right about now.
But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump. Blitz coming, and down he goes. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Yeah, that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
45, Mike, 45.
And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down.
Come on, boy, you supposed to be in there already. You man covered.
They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Thanks.
And this one is right down Broadway. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home. Check 3, check 3, check 3. Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Motion, motion, motion.
Now a toss play. It's Breida. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
A quick throw now complete to Ross. And he's got this down to the 35. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Here goes tonight. 180. Hey, me and you on game. On game. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Now a give coming right is Breida. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
59 Mike. Bravo. And let's pin the mirrors. Tiger, Tiger.
Tiger.
Let's go. Motion, motion, motion.
Throwing on third. Goff. It's caught by Bryant. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. Just a 5-yard pickup, but it leads to 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing at the receiver where he was going, and they were able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Mike, check. 59. Silver.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here.
Check. Lucky. Go ahead, baby. Go.
Stayed in it.
They run
Caught
for
him trash.
And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. Coming up at the half, a reminder we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
Man, he got drove. That son of a bitch got drove. 72. Who the fuck are you?
3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can
That
forgive
son
him
of a
that
bitch
run,
got
right?
drove.
Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to
Good
build
break.
on that because
Get that ball, boy.
in the first half.
He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
It's funny when I go back to our pregame meeting with Amari Cooper, and we mentioned, what if they play man coverage against you? He almost seemed offended by it, didn't he?
I'll beat it. That's basically what it said, right?
I mean,
and he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Matt Breida with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Right there. Right there.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
Squeeze, double.
2nd and 11. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Good shit, the
There's
boy.
the Penn State man, it's Chris Godwin. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays.
Damn,
Like
see that
turn
dude.
into a play action and throw one deep.
Damn.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go, ball on the 43.
There's some pressure off the edge right there, man. I see you, man.
76.
You bring the goddamn heat.
5. Here we go.
You bring the goddamn heat, man.
Going deep downfield.
Oh, yeah.
Ah! Left sideline, he
What a
caught it, but
defender,
out of
goddamn,
bounds,
got there.
according to the head linesman.
He's down, boy.
Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't
I
completions
see,
on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about
Cover
the
two.
clock because
Cover two,
you
cover
prefer
two.
not to give them another shot here in the first half.
fucking exploit
But if you
that.
don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Super 1.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Block right there, man.
Check.
Right there. Yeah, man. Gonna do this right here.
No, check his mic.
From the gun on 3rd down, gone. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. Unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
Come on, fellas.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half. A first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds in the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second.
Man.
There's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Fields.
Come on, man, get that.
Coverage terrific there as it's knocked down and incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Check your hot read. Check 31. Go.
To throw again, Fields.
I can throw it. I can throw it.
That one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home.
It's in tackle,
and they're taking
baby.
the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
Screen, yeah. Oh, boy. Yeah, you got last time out.
Just shy of midfield. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout.
Get him in the field of play now.
The clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
No out. I will not.
This offense
I will not
finding
do
its
that.
legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Fields looking downfield for Godwin.
Come on, baby.
Incomplete as the clock will
Come
stop
on, baby.
with 13 seconds remaining.
Intended for Chris Godwin. It leads to 2nd and 10.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. They'll try the right side with Jones.
Boy, that was some hell of a block.
10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
Let's go.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Eagles.
This is Josh Lambo. He hit from 57 a year ago. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get excited. Let's go.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Watch the slant. Shift.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Oh, Lord. Man, them motherfuckers huge.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler, and he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Give him 6 yards in the first down.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but
Talking
obviously
about the
plenty of
woman.
faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first.
Hey, Charlie.
Catch him, man. Rousing that.
Now a first down throw, gone.
I know he ain't got it.
It's caught, Cooper. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 19 yards that time for number 19.
Where?
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Motion. Bumps up the helmet. Here we go.
On first down, here's Breida. And room there to work it inside the 25. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Man, he got whooped again. Frederick, man, you just overrated. You getting your bitch ass whooped.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards.
You are getting your bitch ass whooped, man.
Down.
The fuck? He getting his bitch ass whooped up there.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down.
I know this game ratings don't matter.
Hey, Delta.
He's getting his punk ass whooped. Too regular.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59. I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
Goff now to throw.
We got that. We got that. Yeah. Good shit, the boy.
Before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
20. Go, 12. Go.
Good shit, the boy.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Motion.
They'll toss it to Breida.
Good shit. Yeah.
Into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Taking it in from the 20. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people that everyone's saying, but I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what. Well, this first
boy.
This was a big score to start the second half. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it?
Boy. I tell you the damn truth.
The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Back to throw. Fields. He sets up the screen to Jones.
Go get him then. Go get him then.
23 yards, the final tally.
When you run a screen pass really well, you gotta like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out. The back
boy. Yeah.
Picked Picked up by Josh Jackson. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off the routes quickly.
Yeah, look at that. Look at that throw.
And that will be incomplete.
Look at that throw.
Would have been a big hitter if they had
This
connected.
poor pathetic.
Instead, it's second down.
But it's not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Man out there.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete.
Oh, I fucked up. Oh.
Trying to get going.
Big
Oh,
thing
shit.
is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Damn it, boy.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Man, I got it.
Gone. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
11 yards and a Cowboy first down. Goff now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Again, Goff looking deep in the direction of Cooper. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Point after. Now to 22 points. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go.
Heavy on this 1-3-1. Oh boy, let's do this.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Stop what? The hell, you keep watching them?
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they gave up the pick 6. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play
how the fuck is Walmart gonna limit people?
But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession.
We're gonna shut that shit down, man.
Yep.
For real.
To throw on second down. Fields. Now they go
shit out of that
complete.
screen. You hear me?
Give them 5 on the screenplay, and that'll
It's
set
like
up
I
the third
can't even
down.
fucking pick
One
it
thing
up.
I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's
It's
been
running
really
the
good.
hell out of
And
it.
because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The Eagles on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. And for the 4th time tonight,
Jones
it's an
on that shit.
interception. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. He was looking for his tight end, Kelsey. Boy, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make.
Oh,
But here's what he
miss that
needs to
shit,
do.
man.
Get through this game.
Hey.
Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity.
That's not the one. That's it right there. Let's see if I can keep
So they
this
had a
shit.
big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Here's Goff. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Frank Clark,
boy, this shit ain't working.
sack of the night. Well, there was
This
second
shit ain't
long, now
working.
it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now gone.
Man, throw the ball.
He's going to go down again. Frank Clark able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Motherfucking 4th and
It has been
motherfucking
a
4th.
good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
He gets it away, and I think they'll smartly play keep
Coffin
away here from Brown.
punt, baby.
And did he put that on a dime?
Coffin
He did.
motherfucking
Wow, out of
punt.
bounds at the 1-yard line. Could not have thrown that out there any better. When the ball hit the ground,
boy.
I thought it might go into the end
Coffin
zone the way it was
kick.
angling, but perfectly jutting out at the 1.
You think maybe what we saw in practice
Come up,
came into
boy.
play there? You know, he put
Give
those
it to him.
big
If he
cans
owns
down on the
that damn goal, he
sideline
go
and
99.
for him and shot for him. Looks like it worked out pretty well for him.
Go 99.
And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line.
He go 99.
At the 2-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And I don't know if he made it out of the end zone. No signal. Yes, it's a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now.
Oh, I knew it. I knew it.
And it's picked
I
up by the
knew it.
Eagles.
My
And a
fault,
great
man.
return
My
as he
fault.
gets this all the way down close
I
to
knew
the
it.
30-yard
I
line.
should have laid down on that beat. Damn. Got his punk ass nail.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the gun, Fields.
Oh!
Down he goes. They sack him back.
That boy come off that edge right there. He did.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Man, full of shit.
And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
You
Yeah.
see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Throwing on 3rd and long. Fields looking downfield for Godwin. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Hey, watch edge.
On 4th down, Fields. And now here is another interception.
Jones feeling some type of way,
Picked up
man.
by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
You went from TikTok to that?
They'll
Oh,
start on
really?
the ground with Breida. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
He's going to go past the 20.
Oh, wow.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there.
Man,
often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
So they are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Let's see what they do. What they rock with.
The Eagles offense set to
Hold on,
begin their
baby. You
next
gotta let me
drive.
get finished
They've
this
lost
game,
this
man.
one. Their offense has struggled.
I don't know.
They try to put together something
Oh,
here at the
shit.
end just to take into next week.
Yeah, sometimes
Get
teams
him,
want
Jones.
to do
Thank
that.
you.
Coaches want to. I remember one
Thank you,
time I was
boy.
on a team and we were losing late in a game
Shit.
like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
When you find that
Are
kind
you
of
sitting
yardage,
there?
you
You
can be
trying
more
to do
confident
that?
as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator,
Oh, yeah?
keep carrying it, thank you.
Well, let me record you while you do it. You said you want to do it? Yeah, do it in post.
Run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Tighten up, tighten up.
2nd
What?
and 6.
Oh, screen.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he is tackled inside the 49.
You burn the hell out of that screen.
10 yards there and an Eagle 1st down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Nowhere to escape,
What'd you
and
say?
he goes down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Just nothing
Man,
there again.
momentum
He's been
is
sacked
real.
multiple times. We've seen the interceptions,
These
of
boys
course.
playing
He's
like-
really been through the ringer,
I
hasn't
don't
he?
even
What
know.
we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball
Where it
hawks and
is.
picking passes off.
But how did it happen, though, right there?
Open man
How
has
did it
got
happen?
one. It's complete.
I am not run
And
committed for
somewhat of a
what?
measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take
Well-
it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come.